Hi, today I'm going to go over the copyright rules. Before you begin your activity, I would like to talk to you about a few things. What is copyright? It is the legal rights to an original work. Why are copyright laws written? To protect the financial interests of the creators, producers, and distributors of original works of information and art. What is fair use? Fair use provides an important copyright exception for teachers and students. Small portions of copyrighted works may be used in teaching when properly cited and noted that the materials are copyrighted and by who. There are 4 basic criteria for determining what is considered fair use. These must be passed to meet the law. Number 1, the purpose and character of use. What is the purpose of using the work? Is it for nonprofit educational purposes? Number 2, the nature of the work. What is the nature of the copyrighted work? Is it for general readership? Number 3, the amount, substantially, or portion. What is the amount of the work being used? And number 4, potential market. Does the use of the work negatively affect potential sales? Does it affect the value? Creative Commons. A fair use law was developed to provide guidelines in the use of copyrighted materials. Creative Commons is a licensing approach that creates a modified copyright zone rather than copyright-free public domain zone or a restricted traditional copyright zone for creators like you who want to be generous and give their works away. So what is Creative Commons? It's a nonprofit organization that provides free licenses and other legal tools to mark creative work with the freedom the creator wants to have. What does it do? It works alongside copyright, so the creator can modify their copyright terms to best suit their needs. How does it work? Creators choose from a set of conditions they wish to be applied to their work. How does Creative Commons apply to students and teachers? Attribution. You can copy, distribute, display, and perform copyrighted work, but only if you give credit to the creator. Share alike. You can distribute derivative works. Derivative just means something that is based on another source. Only under a license identical to the license that governs the creator's work. Non-commercial. You can copy, distribute, display, and perform creator's work and derivative works based upon it for non-commercial purposes only. And then no derivative works. Distribute, display, and perform only verbatim copies of creator's work, not derivative works based upon it. Public domain. What is public domain? It's works that are not protected by intellectual property laws. May be used by anyone without obtaining permission, but no one can ever own them. What does it do? Collections of public domain material may be protected by the collective works copyright. One may use individual images within a collection without permission, but not the entire collection. How does it work? Works arrive in the public domain in 4 ways. From expiration of copyright, or failure to renew copyright, or the creator deliberately places work there in public domain, or no copyright protection is available. So to practice copyright, we would like for you to first choose a format from one of the following slides that we're about to talk about. 2, copy a portion from that format that is within the copyright laws. So you might need to refer back. And number 3, share with someone at your table. Let's go over the copyright regulations for different formats. Print materials. When we talk about print materials, this includes books, periodicals, pamphlets, or newspapers. A teacher may make a single copy of a chapter in a book, a short essay, a short poem, a short story, a chart, graph, diagram, cartoon, or picture to use in teaching. Comics and graphic novels might be a format you would like to use. You may copy 2 pages as long as the 2 pages don't make up 10% of the book. Computer software. You might want to use computer software. 1 backup copy of each program is permitted, and it may not be used at the same time as the original. CDs. It is illegal to make copies of any sound recordings. Converting CDs to another format requires written permission from the owner. DVDs. DVDs may be shown in face-to-face instruction if it is part of the curriculum. 1 must use equipment that recognizes the CGMS system, which is the Copy Generation Management System, that is embedded in the outgoing video signal. eBooks. Some agreements limit the number of users who can access the ebook simultaneously. The number of pages that can be printed is limited. The amount of cut and paste that a user can perform is limited. Websites. All web pages are copyrighted. The HTML, code, graphic, and collections of links are all under copyright. A notice will inform users if they may copy the materials. If you do not find the notice, then you can reproduce the material. You must obtain permission to make more than 1 copy for personal use. Seeking permission. Let's talk about when you want to seek permission. First, be specific. For printed materials, give the page numbers and exact amount of print material you wish to copy. Fully describe non-print material. State the intended use, where it will be used, and the number of copies you wish to make. And remember, negotiable fees. If a fee is beyond your budget, don't hesitate to ask if it can be lowered. A formal notice of non-use. Notify the creator if the work is not used. They will most likely assume you used it and will charge you anyway. Keep your copies. Keep copies of correspondence and records of contacts. Here are the resources that I used: the collection program in schools, and then instructional technology and media for learning. Here's the rubric to check for understanding of copyright rules, to see if you understand the presentation. A 0, you don't know copyright rules and can't explain any part of them. A 1 means that with adult assistance, you know copyright rules and can explain some of them. A 2 means you know some of the terms regarding copyright rules and it can explain some of the rules with some adult assistance. A number 3 is you know most of the copyright rules and terms and can explain them on your own. And a 4 means you know the copyright terms and rules well enough that you can make connections independently. Have fun!